Well, the fallout continues over the controversial decision by some Tim Hortons franchisees to cut benefits and breaks for employees.
That is in response to the increase in minimum wage this week. CTV's Heather Wright joins us live from Scarborough now. Heather, lots of reaction to this. The Premier has commented and now labor leaders are weighing in.
They are calling on employees who they say might be treated unfairly as this new minimum wage hike is rolled out. They're calling on those people to unionize if they don't think that their rights are being protected. It's a battle over the minimum wage, with the Premier and labor leaders accusing the Tim Hortons heirs of bullying employees.
I am surprised. I think it's disgusting personally. I think it's the wrong thing to do.
Ron Joyce Jr. and Jeri-Lynn Horton-Joyce own 2 Tim Hortons franchises in Coburg. In letters sent to employees, they explain breaks will no longer be paid, and incentives of working your birthday and the day off with pay after 6 months of not calling in are canceled. They also said dental and health benefit costs are going up. These changes, a result, they say, of the minimum wage being increased to $14 an hour. The Premier didn't mince words in responding to the Joyce's letter. If Mr. Joyce wants to pick a fight, I urge him to pick it with me and not those working the pickup window and service counter of his stores. I hope Mr. Joyce will choose to reverse his approach. Despite increased costs for business owners, Ontario Minister of Labour Kevin Flynn maintains the pay hike will boost the economy.
When they get that paycheck, they spend that paycheck almost immediately. It goes right back into the economy, right back to the grocery stores, to the Tim Hortons of the world, to the clothing stores. That money recycles in.
Tim Hortons is not the only business struggling with the wage hike. An Ontario Federation of Labour President Chris Buckley is calling on all employees who don't feel they're being treated fairly to unionize.
I encourage every worker who's feeling let down by their employers to join a union.
Something that is made easier by the new changes introduced on January 1st. Now, Great White North Franchise Association, this is a group that represents a number of Tim Hortons franchise owners. They have released a statement today slamming the Premier for going after, as they say, the Joyce family, saying that these are 2 people who own businesses, they're small business owners, and that they are just responding to the business pressures of this minimum wage hike. Meanwhile, there is a protest planned for next week at the Tim Hortons in Cobourg by groups that are opposed to these changes. Reporting live, I'm Heather Wright. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Heather.